Praise God, church. Praise God, church. My name is Barbra. Barbra Tumuhaire is my name. And I'm here to give a testimony, a brief testimony, about what the Lord has done for me in this season of we are getting it back again. Yeah. Now, sometime back, praise God, sometime back in around 2022, early, a friend reached out to me telling me about pieces of land that were being sold in an estate. And I happened to know one of the estate managers for that estate. And then at that point, I had received some money from my first big gig I had done. I had done some work for some company back in Kenya, and they had paid me and my friend, and I had some Kenya shillings, very good currency. So, and then I interested my sister about those same plots of land, and I was so excited. We were all excited. And then I went to do further inquiries about the property, if they had titles. I even visited, we did some physical searches, we even visited the land, and we spoke to the chairman. We did every kind of due diligence, and we were happy that the property was good. So eventually my sister agreed, and I also pulled the money. We went and purchased some of that land. There were plots of 50 by 100. Yeah, somewhere on Hoima Road. So we were happy, we got the land, and then we visited. They told us titles are going to come, but we had even seen them. I had seen the physical titles, the original. I had seen them, so I knew everything was okay. Time went on. Around 6 months passed, and then I reached out to those guys asking about the title and everything. I went and actually fenced off the property. I took somebody, got barbed wire, and we fenced off. So I was sure my property is secure. So time went on, and then the title disappeared. Just like that, people were not forthcoming, the phone calls, they say we shall call you, we shall get back to you, we shall meet, and nothing comes to fruition. Even if you meet, they say promises became promises. Time was passing. 2022 ended, 2023 ended, 2024. This year came, and then I made it a prayer request, but by that time I had not given my life to Christ, so I was not really praying as such. I would just say, God, this property. God, I want my, I would just sing like a song and then tell God that, look at me. This was my first money. And I didn't even waste it. I just put it to something that was good. So I was praying, but not praying so well. Praying with a defeated mindset is what I was doing. Praise God. I was praying with a defeated mindset of, something is gone, but because you're in church, you're just saying, okay, they are saying prayer requests. There is that time in church where they say, present your request to God in one of the churches. I wasn't born again, but I was going to another church. There is that point, is it after Holy Communion or what, when they say, let's present our request to the Lord, like a split second when they say that. So I would say, hey, God, my title, Amen. Then I would make a sign of the cross, and that would be it. Fast forward, I gave my life to Christ, and that land, by the time I gave my life to Christ, now 2023, I had kind of forgotten that it was not a prayer request anymore. Now I was fighting other battles. I discovered other things, spiritual warfare, other things had come in. So I had left that. But this season of getting it back again, I thank God. Thank you. I thank the pastors of Exploits. I thank God that they sit at the feet of Christ and they hear from the Lord straight. I thank God for this season. I thank God for his grace, for the mercy, for remembering some of us. Like, it's just the grace of God. It's not that I pray so much or I commit a lot, So this season came, and I sat down when Pastor announced, Pastor Solomon. I sat down and wrote some of the things I wanted back, and of course, that was one of them. And then I just started praying, honestly, at my altar after 3. I would just, praying, like there is this point, then you pray then the next, while putting in the word and all of these things. But it was more of, I'm just praying, like I'm not sure what's coming or what. And then last week, someone reaches out to me and they tell me, you know, this title, where can we put it? You know, we want to bring it back. And then I reach out, I inform my sister about it, and she says, hey, they can bring it. And then they sent a border guy with an envelope, and he delivered it, and there it was. Yeah. Actually, I thank God so much because the last time I had gone to that place, it had been encroached on also physically by the chairman and his family. They were growing crops, and I remember trying to trace the markstones, and I wanted to cry, and I was thinking, God, my land is actually gone, but I know that those guys told me they were going to harvest their potatoes and they would hand over to me again. And I thank God so much. Praise God, church. Thank you so much for listening.